Hello ladies! We have been having an increased number of women coming to our clinic and letting us know that they're starting to feel, or that they've maybe been feeling for a while, some pressure or fullness down there in the area of their vaginal or rectal regions. So what might they be experiencing? The women that are coming in that are telling us that they feel pressure or fullness, almost like maybe they're sitting on a ball, as though there's just some tissue down there that maybe wasn't there before, or maybe they're noticing that when they are having intercourse, it feels like there's something in the way, or sometimes these women have even self-assessed themselves and they are noticing that they personally, with their fingers, are feeling some tissue down there in the vaginal or rectal areas that they don't think they had before. So these women are experiencing what we know as pelvic organ prolapse. And what that means is the word prolapse just refers to the fact that these organs that are inside your body are coming down lower than they should. So the most common organs that tend to descend or kind of be in an area that they shouldn't be in because they're supposed to be up a little higher are your urethra, your bladder, and your rectum. And those tissues of those organs may start to descend, and then you start to feel pressure, fullness, like something's in the way when you're having sex, maybe even some pain or discomfort because these tissues are where they're not supposed to be. So if you're feeling those ways, if you're understanding that it does not feel quite right and you're wondering what is going on, we are here for you, and we are helping a lot of women with this right now, and we're ready to help you as well. So right now I'm going to give you 3 tips that can assist if you're starting to feel these issues and you want to not make them worse and you want to try to help yourself. The first tip is when you're going poop, do not push. And when you're going pee, do not push. Allow yourself to sit comfortably on the toilet seat. Allow your pelvis to rock forward. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow for a passive stream of urine or allow for a passive voiding of poop. Those of you that find that you're often pushing, you are allowing for more pressure in that area that you are feeling that fullness, and we don't want extra pressures. We don't want those organs to come down any further than they already have, okay? Tip number 2 is to be able to invest in a little stool. Some people refer to them even as squatty potties. And I have one here. The idea is that you want to take something that, if you can picture me sitting on a toilet, you put on the ground right in front of you and you allow your feet to sit on it so that you then have your knees higher than your hips. And the goal is to allow for that anatomy of your body to allow for an easier voiding of pee and poop via the positioning of your lower body, okay? So being able to get something that can help to elevate your knees a little bit so that anatomically you're making it a little easier on your body to go pee and poop, thus being able to work with tip number 1, which is not pushing when you're peeing or pooping. And the third and final tip I have for you today is if you're having a long day, or let's say you're feeling pressures and by middle end of the day you're starting to feel like, man, I just feel like I need these tissues to not be hanging out down here and not descending. How do I get them to feel like they can go back where they're supposed to be? What you can do is lay down and elevate or raise your pelvis with a pillow. So I'm going to show you that now. So the notion of being able to lay down and allow yourself a pillow or 2, depending on the density of the pillow, to just elevate your pelvis. And that's going to allow for those tissues to have decreased pressure on them. And you're going to allow yourself to just breathe and relax and be able to allow those tissues to not have the pressures of gravity and you walking around getting done everything you need to do during the day for that moment in time when you can allow yourself to kind of allow for that pressure relief via the elevation of the pillow surface there, okay? So utilize those 3 tips if you are feeling as though you are having those pressures down there vaginally or rectally, or you're having that feeling of fullness, or you're noticing that you feel like you're sitting on a ball or something's down there when it didn't used to be. So if you're in need of these tips, please utilize them. And then also please know that we as pelvic floor physical therapists are here to solve the root of the problem and teach you how to engage the proper tissues to support these organs so that surgery and medication is not what you're in need of. It's more of just learning about how to use your body properly to support you in all that you're doing. Let us know how we can help, and we will see you soon. Bye.